Welcome back. So we're continuing to work on the discharge pump. I got all the parts cleaned, just a quick washing, and then I will paint some of the white parts like this because it's getting kind of crappy. So I will paint that up. But the main thing is I need to get this lip seal inside of this fitting at the top. And then we need to install this in this and then slide this inside the lip seal without damaging it. And again, we need to get it past the threads on this pipe. Previously, I have sanded this down a little bit, so it is a lot smoother, but it's still the possibility of damaging the lip seal, so we got to be really, really careful. So the lip seal here, I don't know if you can tell, actually has a cup side which is open, and the solid side. The solid side goes up, and we need to get it in here. So what I'm going to do is, this is relatively firm. I'm going to attempt to soften it by putting it in some hot water. So I have this cup of hot water. I'll let that sit for a little while. And then once, hopefully that's soft enough, and then I will attempt to slide it in this, which is a lot smaller diameter, because there's a groove inside here that it needs to sit in. So we need to kind of get it up there. I'll try to push it up with a variety of tools. So that's always the toughest part of this whole job, is getting this lip seal in. I'll tell you though, the flushing pump lip seal is much, much worse. So I actually went back to the O-ring style. So when I do this, I do have an O-ring in here. I have to go buy some new O-rings. And I guess it's just a regular off-the-shelf 3/8 inch O-ring, so I'll go get some. And then once I'm done with this, I will have to order a new cruising kit, because I'll use up most of the parts in here. Some soap here. This is just bilge cleaner, which I happen to have. Lubricate the inside of this so it slides. And this, the cup side goes down. You can see that is literally the size of the outer diameter, so it's kind of got to squeeze in there. And this is the hardest part. And then you got to get it up. And into the groove somehow. I'd like to meet the engineer who designed this, because I'm not real happy with this. Of course I came out the top because it was too much. Maybe I can put, no I can't. I've tried it that way before, it doesn't go. This will definitely be edited down because this takes forever. Alright, so I got this all washed up, so I'll give this a quick wipe down with some acetone to remove anything that was missed. Again, I'm not being too fussy, only because this coating never lasts. And then I will mask it up a little bit, and then we'll give it a coat of paint. Paint I'm using likely won't be remotely close to original, but it's going to have to be good enough. Okay, so we got it masked up, and I got my paint here. This is actually the paint that I used on the dinghy when I painted the dinghy. So, one last mix. And I'm going to paint right out of the can because it's old paint and I don't really care. So, got my cheap chip brush. And just go to town. Wow, that's really bright. But okay, and call that done for the first coat, and let it sit, and I will come back later to give it the second coat. Missed a spot. Okay, continuing cleaning the parts on the pump. So I have polished up some of the stainless parts. I think most adults should know how to polish stuff up, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is clean up these bolts. I have a lot more on the boat, but these are what are on my desk now. So I'm going to clean these up. I'm going to try something new that I haven't tried before on this. I'm going to try to emulate the spotless stainless that I normally use, but I'm going to use citric acid instead. So I'm going to put, this is hot water that I got out of my Keurig machine. I'm going to put some citric acid in there. I don't know how much. I'm going to eyeball it, and I will put the parts in there and see if that'll remove the calcium and lime deposits that are on the bolts. So, and then if that works, I will do the rest of them. That's probably way too much. Because I actually make my own spotless stainless sometimes, and I'll use a citric acid. So, and it works really well. For some reason, the commercial stuff still works better. Wow, that's actually pretty hot. So I will try this. If this doesn't work, then I will go buy some CLR or something. Okay, so, well, it's foaming, so that's a good sign. So it must be working. So I'll let that sit for a while. And again, if that works, then I will do the rest of the hardware. Okay, that's only been a couple minutes, literally probably 2 minutes. The bubbling has stopped, and the hardware looks like new. I am actually pretty impressed with how fast that worked. So I'm like real happy with that. So I don't have to go out and buy some CLR. So I will save this for the rest of the hardware for the head, and I will do the same process, and I'm very happy. So that's it. I just want to give a quick update before I go to lunch. I mean, I literally went to wash my hands, came back, and this is done. So this is quite effective.